Hello viewers, welcome to this week's edition of Raxio Hour, the first in the month of October 2021. It is always a pleasure having you. This week we featured a guest that you all might be quite familiar with from an earlier edition of Raxio Hour. Timothy Oriedo is the founder and chief executive officer of Predictive Analytics Lab, who delved deep into the operations of big data analytics and how best to leverage the vast opportunities presented by big data. Predictive Analytics Lab is a Pan-African first and only comprehensive one-stop platform and center of excellence for data science based in Kenya, South Africa, and the United Kingdom, from where they serve clients across East and South African region. Predictive Analytics specializes in helping organizations, both public and private, analyze data and train others on data analysis best practices. Timothy is an MIT-trained and certified data scientist and a certified executive and business coach. Let us take a listen to what he had to say.
So how do you use analytics and data to ensure that customer experience? So first is to look at the customer journey. What are the touch points of the customer with the business? Now those touch points are points where you're able to exchange information. So customer experience touch points will include mobile app. So customer can be interacting with you through a mobile app. They can be interacting with you through the website. They can be interacting with you through the customer desk or the front office desk, depending on which nature of business you are. Yeah, so by ensuring that you're collecting those touch points of information by the customers, it actually gives you an indication that yes, it's you have a high acumen of data literacy, and you're able to collect that data and analyze later. So using that data, you can be able to create areas of interest for the customer through the mobile app or the website. So we call that stickiness. So how do you make the digital asset sticky, so at least to create better and seamless consumer experience? Also, the other area that's very tricky to measure customer experience is offline. So this means face-to-face. But we're seeing through technology how analytics has been able to help is through technology such as the facial recognition. So now we have facial recognition technologies that can actually detect whether a customer is happy or sad. The expression they give during a conversation or transaction. So this can be recorded through the CCTV footage, and that can be used to analyze and give better customer experiences. Data is a critical component in a leadership journey. Leaders are more and more being asked to use data to make decisions. So for example, in the context of the current environment for COVID, most businesses are readjusting and recalibrating themselves to working in a new way. And as leaders, there's a bit of a challenge when they're trying to do that. So one of the things they need to do is look up to data to help and guide them. So when we talk in the context of data and leadership, we always talk about D2D. So there are 3 D2Ds here. So data for helping make discovery. So as leaders, you need to look at the patterns of your your business to look and make decisions. So you can look at your sales records, employee patterns, attrition. You can look at finance records, look at the profitability and cost line analysis, and that is created using dashboards. So as leaders, you're increasingly being encouraged to use dashboards, to be able to make decisions. Then the second part, after creating discovery, is the second D2D, is data to discovery. Data to decisions. So in data to decisions is after seeing the pattern that you saw, what then do you need to do to make decisions? So decisions is one of the SI unit of a leader. A leader who's not decisive is has got tough times, that they face. But a leader who's decisive, always has a good time managing his team and also creating new visions for his company. So with data to decisions is another component for leaders. And then lastly is data to dividends. So after you've made your decision, the decision can only be guided by 2 ways. Dividends, how do you grow your dividends? So either through reduction of your costs. So data can be used to operationalize new systems and lowering the cost of operations. And then secondly, also data to dividends can also be through growing your top line. So you can introduce new product lines, you can create more sales through the data journey that you've created. So those D2D are the key guiding parameters for leaders, and it's becoming increasingly important for the leaders to have what you call the data quotient, DQ, which is another additional skill sets such as emotional intelligence and cultural intelligence, that are helping leaders to thrive in the modern marketplace.
Thank you for tuning in to Raxio Hour. Have a lovely weekend and a happy new month.